Hello everyone and welcome to the build-up to the FA Cup draw. 5 minutes away from the fourth round FA Cup draw, and then this stream is going to shift to a completely different stream. So for the next 15 minutes we're going to be covering the FA Cup. Then after that we're going to switch over to Wimbledon, taking on West Ham under-21s in the last 16 of the EFL Trophy. We'll do a quick build-up to that game as well, followed by a watch-along with a 7 p.m. kickoff. You can watch the FA Cup draw on TNT Sports or TNT Sports YouTube channel. And then the West Ham match is on Sky Sports this evening. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. There you go. There you go. That's the ball numbers. Banana saying back-to-back adverts. You shouldn't have any adverts. You should have an advert when you click on it, but once you're in, you shouldn't have any adverts once you're in the video. Is anyone else having that issue? If so, I'm just going to go double check that I've not made a mistake. But I've turned off all mid-roll adverts, so it's better for you guys watching. Right, that's the ball numbers on the screen there. As you can see, West Ham United, number 10, ball number 10 for West Ham. Who do you want? Let me know in the live chat who your ideal draw is. I've got a couple. Number 29, Stoke City away. That would be ideal for me. And number 4, Port Vale away. Just purely selfish reasons because I live in Stoke. So Stoke's stadium's 10 minutes one way, Port Vale's 10 minutes the other way. I'm being selfish. Anyway, Gary says, not Macclesfield. I completely agree. I do not want Macclesfield either. I would like to avoid, the big hitters like Man City. I don't want Man City, and I don't want Macclesfield either, because you just know what would happen. You just know. I guess to some extent, that would mean that we wouldn't be the biggest shock, It's been labelled as the biggest ever shock, which I don't think it is. I feel like it's maybe a little bit... I get it. Non-league side putting out the holders of the FA Cup. It's been titled as the biggest upset ever in the FA Cup. And I guess factually it probably is in terms of the gap between the two teams. However, Wigan winning the FA Cup was a bigger shock for me. Anyway, there you go. Right then, thank you very much for joining me. Wayne says we're going to get someone like Brighton, have an uncharacteristic good performance and win to get us excited, and we'll get Liverpool at Anfield in the next round. Jazza, Birmingham away for him, easy to get to, and a new ground as well. Mancunian would love Salford. That would be a good game. I think I would enjoy that one as well. Gary saying Bristol City away, as I live near there. Wrexham for the glitz and glamour. Birmingham as my partner's families support them. I think Wrexham would beat us, to be honest with you. Ziggy saying, Hammers chat onwards and upwards. You're doing a good job. Thank you. That's what a very kind comment, Ziggy. You got out the right side of the bed tonight, didn't you? Pat said, I think we'll get Wolves away. I would like to avoid all the Premier League teams, to be honest with you. Don't want any of them. Michael says, I fancy we draw Wolves. Please not. Paul saying Oxford would be interesting. The father-in-law is an Ox. Bill saying if we get either of them, you'll have to be in charge of the West Ham welcoming committee and take us to the biggest boozer. My back garden. I don't know what I'd do if it was one of those ones. I don't know. I've joked that next season, if we go down, I'm going to get Gonzo to come up and we'll go to the away game and stuff. So if we got the FA Cup game, then or maybe. Paul saying Macclesfield away. Didn't we have that tie not long ago? We had Macclesfield at home not long ago. We thumped them 8-0. Am I right in saying Dean Gannon played that game? We certainly stuck 8 past them. Bradley saying, a hypothetical, would you be happy doing a Wigan this season? I would. Would everyone be happy with that? Shall we have a little bit of fun? So we just have a little bit of fun. Let's just do a very, very quick poll. Do at Wigan, right? 2 options, yes or no. For anyone unaware, a Wigan, they won the FA Cup and they got relegated. So doing a Wigan, as Bradley says, that would entail us winning the FA Cup but getting relegated. So the poll in the live chat is now live. Please select yes or no. Would you be happy doing a Wigan this season? So we win the FA Cup, where we get relegated from the Premier League. Justin, the draw is a couple of minutes away. Any minute now. It's just coming up on the screen now. There is Fletch and McCoist. They are ready to rock and roll. And then the kickoff is 7 p.m. for the West Ham Wimbledon game. I'm ready. I've got all my graphics ready. I've got my scoreboard ready. I've got a little treat for the under-21s viewers. For those in the Hammers Chat community are watching under-21 watch-alongs, I've got a little treat. I'm bigging this up. It's crap. It's really crap. You're all going to laugh at me. You're going to think I've lost the plot, but I'm okay with that. I'm all right. I have lost the plot. Phil says Oxford away, so Gonzo can get more fame. Yeah, he needs that with his snood on, didn't he? Remember that one? Gonzo there with his snood on. Phil saying do a Wigan or get relegated. Okay, let's pretend if you say no, we're going to stay up, right? Hypothetically, we stay up. Andrew, the draw's on TNT Sports 1. Jones saying Sky because that's the under-21s game. That's on Sky Sports. So right now, TNT Sports 1 with McCoist, McManaman, Fletcher, Julian Leigh-Scott. Who's that? I'm trying to recognise him. Who the hell is it? Did he used to play for West Brom? I'm probably embarrassing myself here. Who's that guy that's currently talking on the mic? Why do I recognise him? Who is it? It's bugging me now. I've got West Brom in my head. I don't know why. Did he used to play? I hope he used to play for West Brom. Probably quite offensive if it's not. Anyway, they're just flashing up the selected ball numbers. Unsurprisingly, they've not picked out our ball number as one of the highlights. Stephen saying it's the Macclesfield manager. Why do I think I recognise him? Rudy, it's on TNT Sports 1, but it's also on the TNT Sports YouTube channel as well. So if you're in the pub, tell them to put YouTube on. Leon, the poll is, would you be happy with us doing a Wigan where we win the FA Cup and get relegated? Right then, the balls are in the pot. At this point, I'll just quickly ask you, if you're new to Hammers Chat, please do subscribe. We're getting closer to 50,000 subscribers every single day. In the last 4 weeks, we've had 1,200 new subscribers, which is incredible. Number 14 has been pulled out. That's Liverpool or Barnsley. And they will host. Let me just get my screen up so I've got my numbers on my screen. Liverpool or Barnsley. I don't want this one. I do not want this one. Obviously, Barnsley won. Great. I don't want it. 31. Brighton. Yeah, that's all right. Brighton, Liverpool, Barnsley, Liverpool. We're happy with that. Go on. Get that and go on. Right then. Remember, West Ham are ball number 10. Next out. 29. We've got Stoke City. Come on, number 10. Ball number 10. Come on. Come on, ball number 10. 12. Fulham. I don't know if my friends are going to be happy with that. It might be. 25. We've got Oxford United. That would be tasty, wouldn't it? Number 10. Have a little tasty draw here. I just want to avoid Premier League teams and Wrexham. I don't want that. Don't want a Premier League team. 13. Sunderland. That's a good draw. Feels like a good draw, that one. So therefore, it won't be on the BBC or ITV. Number 2, we've got Southampton. That would be an okay draw. They're crap this season, aren't they? Number 10. And Woody's in Southampton watching this, or trying to watch this. Leicester City. I'm trying to lip read. I can lip read Steve McManaman, but I can't lip read Lescott. Let's try lip read Lescott. I can do... No, I can't lip read him. Wrexham. I can lip read the Scousers, though. Oh, he's not... Is he Scouse? I don't know. Yeah, he is. Right, let's have a look. Steve McManaman. 6. Ipswich Town. Wrexham hosting Ipswich Town. 17. We've got Arsenal. Not us. Not 10. Piss off. Not 10. Who's Man City? Where are they? Whip out Man City's number. Not us. Not 10. Not 10. Forget it. I do not want this draw. Number 5. Did he say 5? I think he said 5. Wigan. Arsenal hosting Wigan. There's a shock. In the 4th round of the FA Cup. West Ham yet to be drawn. 23. Hull City. That'll be all right. That'll be Hull City. Well, that's an okay draw for us. Playing well at the minute. Well, I think they are anyway. The manager's been talking up his links to West Ham. A bit of a cheer from the audience there. Chelsea. Hull City hosting Chelsea. Number 21, we've got Burton Albion. Ooh, can we have that? Number 10, please. That'll be a bit of fun, won't it? Come on, up to Burton. That'd be fun. We like fun. Number 10. Yay! Burton away. Burton away. That's all right, isn't it? That's okay. You offered me Burton away before the draw was made. I would have taken that. I was just happy to avoid the big teams. Don't know much about them in terms of how they're getting on and stuff, but that feels okay, doesn't it? That feels all right. Anyway, the draw's continuing. I'll continue reading them out. I've got enough time. Burnley are hosting number 32, which is Mansfield Town. I want to see who Macclesfield get, really. Is Man City still left? Yeah, they are. Number 16, we've got Norwich City. What's Macclesfield? Numbers 30. So we want 30 to be playing number 9, don't we? 30 versus 9. That's what we're looking for. So Norwich are playing West Brom. Can we get Man City against Macclesfield? That'll be fun. Number 4, Port Vale are hosting Newcastle, probably. That's a guess. I don't know if it's Newcastle. They're chatting now. Not many teams left. Port Vale are hosting Bristol City. Tell you what, there's a few fixtures that are not included in Premier League teams here. So if we were to beat Burton, you just never know, do you? You just never know. Grimsby Town are hosting number 1, Wolves. Grimsby Town are hosting Wolves. Not too many Premier League clashes, is there? There's a few Premier League teams left, though, so probability we're going to get one, but there's not too many. Liverpool, Barnsley, Brighton is the only one I can think of at the minute. So we've got Aston Villa. I'll give them a Premier League team. Newcastle or Man City would be nice. So we can hopefully increase the chances of West Ham going and winning it. 24. Newcastle, that's a good draw. Villa against Newcastle United. That's good for every other team in the draw. Number 9, Man City. Come on, number 30. Give them Macclesfield. Give Macclesfield that big payday. Come on. They've got a good chance at a Premier League club here, though, because they've got Brentford and Leeds left. And only Birmingham's and then the Salford Swindon one is not Premier League. 20. Salford or Swindon. What a shock. Man City at home to Salford or Swindon. Well, Macclesfield are going to get one or Brentford, Leeds or Birmingham. Hopefully they can avoid Birmingham and they can get that Premier League tie at home. Another one. Give them another Premier League tie at home. Come on, number 9. Number 30, sorry. 30. Macclesfield are at home. Come on. 11 or 18. Brentford or Leeds. Give them one of them. Give them Brentford or Leeds. Come on. Come on. Give them another Premier League tie. It's fun. This is what the FA Cup should be. Number 11. They've got Brentford. They've got Brentford. That's a nice draw. Leeds will play Birmingham. I'm not that arsed about who's at home and who's away, so I'm going to switch over and I'm going to try and get my West Ham match set up. Now, what we're going to do now then is we're going to switch over to the under-21s live stream because West Ham United are playing Wimbledon at a 7 o'clock kickoff. Huge game for the under-21s. It's a big game. Got a decent enough team out. I'll talk you through the team in just a minute. But let me just switch over there and let me get rid of the FA Cup and bring up the team. There you go. That's the West Ham under-21s team on your screen now. If you don't mind, you're just going to have to give me 1 second because I now need to go change the title and the thumbnail of the video. This is the problem with me doing it by myself. I've not got anyone to talk while I'm doing all the clicking side of it, so you're just going to have to bear with me, but don't worry because I am very, very prepared. I've already done the title and thumbnail. Just need to copy, paste, change thumbnail, Wimbledon watch along, and save. And there we go. The video should be rebranded. If you wouldn't mind just confirming in the live chat, you don't worry about the thumbnail. You could just confirm in the live chat that the title at least has changed to Wimbledon under-21s live chat. That would be appreciated. Andrew, we can't watch the game here. I can't stream it. The channel will get done big time, but it's on Sky Sports Plus. Now, for anyone with an iPad like myself, it's usually on the Sky Sports app, which I'm loading up now, and I'm hoping it is there. Otherwise, I'm going to have a problem. I did find the page for it earlier, but it wasn't the most helpful thing in the world. I'm hoping that it's just going to start playing a video in 5 minutes or something. But anyway, right, if you just bear with me for 1 second. 1,400 of you watching, which is incredible. Please do subscribe. I'm going to mute this. I'll be back in a second. I'll literally be 2 seconds, okay? I've got a little surprise. This is now for the Hammers Chat West Ham under-21 watch-along community. Told you I'd only be a minute. I am back. I have changed location. Here we are. It's the Moldovan Hammers. Spent £8 on this. I spent £8. There you go. Anyway, Moldovan Hammers chat. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you should know. But last time that West Ham were in the EFL Trophy, we all had to change. We had to teleport to Moldova because at 39:22 on the stream, it froze. So I decided we're going to make it a thing. £8 I spent, and a very confused Mrs. G in a Moldovan flag rocks up at the door. Well, to be fair, I took it out on her shoulder, and she didn't know what it was. She was like, "What is that?" I said, "What do you think it is?" And she was like, "Romania." I was like, "To be fair, good guess, right? You've got the colours right, but wrong." And then she started telling me she liked it. Yeah, Simon's saying it's a decent flag. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's not a bad little thing. So there you go. We're now in Moldova. I'm telling you what, Sky Sports wouldn't mind just giving me a stream. That would be very, very helpful. If anyone's watching on the TV, has it started on the TV yet? And if anyone's watching on like an iPad or that, can you let me know if you've got it? And if so, how did you get it? Because I've got the iPad here, but I can't. If I type in West Ham under-21s, it comes up. There's a match centre, but it's not really anything to indicate that there's going to be a stream here. It's on the TV. Oh, wonderful. I was hoping, surely it's going to be on here. Has anyone got like an iPad and they're going to be watching it? Because it's got the teams and stuff. This is what I've got now. I know you can't really see it. Let me just... Still can't see it, can you? Okay, Intox is on the PC. It's got a banner with our badges. That's what I've got. Okay, we'll leave it another 5 minutes then. Hopefully that the stream just starts on its own. Fingers crossed. Anyway, big game for the under-21s tonight. The team is on your screen. We've got Herrick in goal with a back three of Briggs, Golombekis and Oyabade. We've got Batram at right wing-back, Clayton at left wing-back, which means Adiele has been moved forward to play in behind Cummings alongside Ajala. And we've got Lewis Orford partnering Kante in midfield as well. That's the West Ham starting 11 tonight. Connor said, I usually go to browse. Let me know how you get on, Connor. Robert can't find on iPad. Robert, if you download the Sky Sports football app, it's usually on there. I mean, the encouraging thing, it does say Sky Sports Plus, get Sky Sports, which would indicate this is where it is. And you did actually, Brian did actually say we were going to have the Moldovan flag. I've got it, but, however, Clarkie's saying the game's on YouTube as well. Is it? Last time this happened, they said it was on YouTube, but it wasn't. On Sky Go, the stream is there. You just can't get into it yet. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, we're 9 minutes away from kickoff. Nathan, I usually watch it on Sky Sports, I'm afraid. The Wimbledon team, I was reading the comments of Wimbledon fans, and they were saying that they've gone quite strong for tonight's game, but they also said, it's going to be embarrassing when we get beat with this team. Everyone's saying it's on West Ham YouTube, is it? Let me load up YouTube then. The good news, if it is, everyone can watch it. The bad news is everyone might just leave me and go watch it. Don't leave me. Stay with me. West Ham United YouTube. Where is it? That's not tonight's game. That's for the Everton game. That's not tonight's game. I don't see it on the YouTube. Where it is on YouTube where it's, because I've gone on West Ham's YouTube and it's Everton West Ham's game that's scheduled. I don't know if you've got muddled up, because the game tomorrow night's on YouTube as well, but not tonight. Sky's got the right, so I don't think it is on YouTube. I do have another thing. So hopefully now it's just the West Ham under 21 watch along crowd here, because I've got something else. I've got a mascot for when West Ham under 21s score. Okay. I thought we've been a little bit miserable. And, well, I've been a little bit miserable. So I've decided to inject some fun. And I've got something else. I've decided to get a mascot. Now, I have been inspired by this. I'll tell you where I got the inspiration from. So I'm just thinking about where to put the mascot. I'm going to put the mascot in here. Okay? And I'm going to give you a demonstration of the mascot, because we've got 5 minutes till kick-off. So West Ham under 21s score. The mascot's coming out for a minute. You ready? Look at it go! Disco jellyfish! Here she goes! Look at it. She can go on her back as well, but the wheel was broken. Let's see if she can go on her back. Ready? She's loving it. There you go. It's brilliant. I broke it. Sorry. There you go. We've got our mascot for the evening. We went to a friend's house, and she's got a baby, and we took Grace, and this came out of the toy box, and she turned it on, and I'm not going to lie, I liked it. I'm having a bit of this, yeah. So Mark's saying the grandkids would love it. Yeah, brilliant. It's not Grace's toy. I bought it for me. I like it. Look at her. Look at her. You ready? Ooh. Look at her. There you go. You're all liking it. It's catchy. So anyway, that's the mascot for the under 21s. Ah, Jelly, I've lost it. I've lost the the plot a long time ago. Don't worry about it. Not that you're worrying, but I've lost it a while ago. We're all good. John said it's the disco sperm. I like that. It is it's disco sperm. That's what we'll call it. I was thinking of a name for her. I was going to ask you lot if we had a name for her. Disco sperm feels like a good one. I think we should just call it disco sperm. Ian can't watch the game, so he's here for first-hand information. Yeah, I'll do my best. I'm hoping that the streams... Is anyone like got a stream yet? Like the Sky Sports one? Has anyone got it? Avid, by the way, I didn't steal it. I purchased it. I actually spent money on that. Which is even worse. I'd probably be better if I did steal it. But no, I spent money on it. And it's rocked up with the wheel broken, so I've asked for a refund. I'm hoping they're going to give me a refund and tell me just to keep it. Well, Luke's not got a stream, but Timeless does. Come on, kickoffs. 3 minutes away. This is what annoys me, right? Oh, don't use a Fire Stick, blah, blah, blah. You pay for the actual coverage. You pay for the real thing. And it don't work. Let me go on to Sky Go. West Ham. Oh no, I remember the trick. The trick is to put in the other team. Wimbledon. Wimbledon! No, it's not coming up on Sky Go. Sky Sports mobile app. I'm on there, but I don't know where it is. I'm on the mobile app. How do I find it? How do I find it? I'm getting stressed here. I don't like it. Right, let's refresh what's live on here. It's not coming up. Where have you got it though, Nick? Like, where do you go? I don't have Now TV. I've just got Sky. Aha! Here we go. Live. West. I'm in. Right. The teams are coming out. I'm in. Look. I'll quickly show you. Whoop! There you are. Look at that. Right then. Kick off 2 minutes away. Wimbledon against West Ham United. Last 16 of the EFL Trophy. Big game for our youngsters this evening. Only the second time we've been this far in the competition. This tonight's game will be played to finish, and if it's a draw at full time, it goes straight to penalties. No extra time. Wimbledon not in great form at the minute. Just 3 wins in their last 14 games, and 2 of those wins came in this competition. I don't think Marcus... Oh, yeah, he is. Marcus Brown is starting for Wimbledon. Our former academy player. I was convinced Marcus Brown was going to make it at West Ham. Shows you what I know. But it's handy they just put their team up. So it looks like Wimbledon play with a 3-4-3 formation as well. I've seen a lot of Wimbledon fans excited about their number 30, Junior and Kang. When I was reading the replies to the team announced, Wimbledon fans were saying, "Way and Kang." So they seem happy that that youngster is starting, 18-year-old forward, just pulling up West Ham's team. At the minute, they're coming up front with Tajala and Adiali in behind them. Well, I think it will. I'm disagreeing with how they've got it. They've got it slightly different because Sky Sports have got Golan Beckers playing centre midfield. Now, I think that's wrong, personally. I think Golan Beckers will just be playing centre-back with Oyabade and Briggs, but we'll wait and see who's right. Sky Sports or Hammers Chat. Who's going to be right? That's what we're going to find out in just a few minutes' time. See where our skipper is playing. Raiders, it is on Sky Sports Plus. I'm watching it on the Sky Go app. It's a nice kit, Wimbledon's kit, isn't it? That bluey purple colour. Football Manager's a sponsor. Yeah, I'm up for a bit of that. Anyway, Cummings will get the game underway. Oh, my clock. Oh, well, remember, Jill. The live chat would have had me covered anyway. But, hey, the referee dancing like the jellyfish. Come on, let's get the game underway. And we're off at the Cherry... What's the Cherry Red Stadium? Is that what it's called? I should really have known this. Anyway, we go long from the centre and it's out for throw into Wimbledon, deep inside their half, right in the corner flag as well. Thank you very much for joining me. Please do get involved in the live chat. Keep me company. That would be much appreciated. As it bubbles through to their goalkeeper. Ranta saying I'm having a game on YouTube through Google TV and Hammer's chat on the phone. That's my kind of person. You're my kind of person. I like that. Timeless. Who would you manage on Football Manager? I don't know. I'll tell you, I used to, when I played FIFA, I used to like to do a season with Aberdeen, obviously winning the Scottish Premiership, and then take over the team that got relegated from the Premier League. Because there's always a team that just shouldn't be relegated. So often it was like Everton or Fulham. I'd become their manager. Rebuild, you know. So I'd probably do the same in Football Manager. Probably do a year in Scotland. And then take over the team that got relegated. Sky Channel is not working. Well, my Sky Go app's working, but yeah, it was unreliable last time. The flag basically chills. What happened was last time we were in this tournament, we played Colchester, and the stream froze on 39:22, and it froze for like half of us. The people watching Sky Sports on TV were okay, but everyone else, it froze, and it just didn't come back on for a little while. So we were stuck on 39:22. And then it restarted at the start of the second half. And then it froze again. So basically, I was sat here with no stream. So I had to change my iPad's location to Moldova and then watch the game that way. So everyone in the live chat was switching their devices through their VPN to Moldova so we could access the game. That's what it's come to. Anyway, had it coming a long way there. It's kind of clear. Just Brown deflected wide. Another corner kick for Wimbledon. George, yeah, Feven, I think he must be injured. I don't think he's suspended, so he must be injured. I wasn't aware. Nick, I won't be doing an under-21s tomorrow because I'd had already agreed to go. And give me 1 second. And it comes from Wimbledon in the corner. It's headed back into our goal. It's bouncing around the 6-yard box and it's a goal. Ah, pissing hell. Wimbledon are winning. 3 minutes on the clock. 1-0 to Wimbledon. A very scrappy goal there. Deep corner to the very back post. Got headed into the 6-yard box and it just bounced around. Let me just watch the replay here. A deep corner from their right-hand side. Headed into the box. First shot was saved by Herrick, but he couldn't hold on to it from that distance. Not great play there by Lewis Orford at the back post, losing his man. To be fair, I don't know who that number 6 is for Wimbledon, but he looks like an absolute giant. That number 6, he's a big guy, isn't he? 1-0 Wimbledon. This game was always going to be tough. It's just got even tougher. But we've got a good team out there. We've got a good team. There's plenty of time on the clock. We can easily get back into this. That's what we'll say about these boys. They don't know when they're beating. I've seen them really come from behind in games to go on and win it as well. They've got a really good attitude, this group of players. It's a strong team as well. Obviously, we had Marshall and Earthy and Mayers available. It'd be stronger, but it's not a weak team. I'd imagine tomorrow night we'll have a much weaker side out, under 21s. Play Dortmund tomorrow night. 2 games in 2 days. Finn, there is fans. The thing with these types of games, the fans tend to be in the main stand, which is obviously where the camera is and where they broadcast from, so it looks like there's no one there, but there will be fans in the stand. That is really good play there. Great play there by Jalaz. He takes off. Not a bit of a heavy pass to Batcham, but good. Bloody hell, that's a crunchy tackle, but I like it. There, number 3. Not holding back there. Medusa, I'll do a video about it in the morning, but to give you my thoughts on Paqueta's bid being rejected, we're always going to reject the first one. No one bids their best bid in the first bid, do they? So I think you reject the first one. Took a corner there, a bit of a training ground move, but it couldn't quite pull it off there. Alfie's asking if anyone's got Moldovan links. If Avid's here, he might be able to type out where you can go. Keanu saying our first bid for Full Club got accepted. Yeah, if they accept your first bid, you know you've messed up. And oh yeah, it's a really fair bid, by the way. I was almost kind of surprised we said no, but I think one more bid and then they might get it. Batcham with the throw. 7 minutes on the clock. West Ham fans behind the goal. Herrick's goal. Cummings brings it down. Kante getting stuck in as you'd expect. Orfer getting stuck in. Long ball, Batcham cuts out. Throw into Wimbledon. Jazz, I don't know. I have everything on mute. Whenever I do stuff like this, it's always on mute. There you go. For anyone that doesn't have a stream, saying it's something could be posted in the Discord. The link to the Hammers Chat Discord is in the description below. And sometimes people put illegal links in there, so be careful. I've not seen any links to the Eric Dyer. I'm not seeing any links to Eric Dyer at all. You're going to have to inform me what they are, Oliver. You're not the only one to mention it. Hammer 99 saying, I find it mad how different the academy team plays to the first team. I get it's because the manager changed. This is why we need a director of football. The pathway is working, but due to lack of options. Yeah, completely agree. I think it's strange. I think it's really strange. And the funny thing is, we switched to a back three with wing backs for the game against QPR, and then played the left centre back from the 21s of wing back. Welcome to West Ham United. The one time we do actually play a formation similar to the 21s, we put them out of position. So we're interested in Eric Dyer, according to ex-West Ham employee, and so on and so forth. I'm up for it. I'm happy with Dyer. I think gets like a bad reputation, and I don't think he's that bad. It's a bit like Harry Maguire. I think he gets a lot of stick, and I don't think he's as bad. Oh my goodness. Got away with that one there. Briggs fell over. So Herrick went to play it out to Briggs, who tripped and fell on his arse, and the ball hit him on the bum when he was laying on the floor. Well recovered from Lewis Orford, though. Just a real crazy situation that no one's fault. He's just tripped. But as he's literally started falling, Herrick's passed it. Anyway, another corner for Wimbledon. Ping to the back post again. They're good at these, Wimbledon. It's gone through everyone. It's come back in. Orford gets his head on it. That giant number 6 gets his head on it. Ajala clears it. Orford will chase. Gets put back in the area. Briggs heads it away. Need to see more of Adiele in this game. He's in a different position to usual because of Clayton, and I don't really feel like he's got into the game yet. 11 minutes in now. I forgot he was on the pitch. Wimbledon just playing it out from the back at the minute. They're looking very composed, Wimbledon. I've been quite impressed by their attitude so far. I think when you get to this stage in the competition, you're coming up against teams that are going to take it seriously. But certainly in the earlier rounds, including the last round against Colchester, even though it was a knockout game, you do get the impression that this tournament's just inconvenient for some League 1 and League 2 sides, which I understand why. But you feel like that when you're watching it. Not tonight. Tonight, you can tell you're up against a decent team, and they're taking this serious. They're looking composed. They're looking serious, and they're leading. Marky, I'm on Sky Go. I can tell you on Sky Go. I just went to watch, and it was just there. It was just on my homepage for me. Lewis, it was a very scrappy goal we conceded. They took a corner. Their big giant number 6 won at the back post, headed it into the 6-yard box, and someone got a stab at it, which Herrick saved, but the rebound fell to a different Wimbledon player, and he just prodded it home from close range. A real scrappy goal. Hello, Katie. Hello, Ginger J. Thank you for joining me. Kante just getting taken down there by that giant number 6. What's his name? Turn around. Let me see your shirt. Don't know. I didn't get to see his shirt. To be fair, I took a picture of the Wimbledon team. Have they got shirt numbers? No. It was on the Wimbledon website and they didn't put shirt numbers up. That's useful. That's useful. Jack Mate's in the live chat. Look at that. Jack Mate tuning into an under 21s watch along stream. What a boy. Clearly bored as shite because the darts is finished and he's got nothing to do. He's probably confused about my flag, to be fair. Jack is. I might get a text going, what the fuck is up with your flag? Hammer99 saying number 6 is Johnson, a very good, solid centre-back. My knowledge of the lower leagues of English football is not as strong as it used to be. It used to be quite good with lower leagues of football, but not so much anymore. I know more about more teams in the Premier League, though. Jason saying, I must have known that Paqueta wanted to leave, but still let Earthy go out on loan. I do. I've got a small TV. I'm gonna show this. Let me get rid of that and that. There you go. Look. There you go. Look. You could. How do I? If I turn the light off a minute, you'll be able to read it. There you go. You can't see me, but you might. Bloody, I made it worse. There you go. What a boy! I'm back now. Probably preferred it with the light off, didn't you? Not the first time Jack's heard someone say that to him. Anyway, coming up there, that Wimbledon are 5 shots. We're yet to have one. Not wrong. We've barely got hour and a half. We're struggling a little bit. I think we are just... Sometimes you come up against teams like this, you just feel the difference. You can just tell you're playing a well-run club to some extent. And that's what's happening here. We're struggling to get on the ball. We've definitely got the quality out there individually. We just need to just calm things down a little bit. For those asking about Landers, he is on the bench. I would have preferred him over Cummings myself. I think Landers is more clinical. I haven't seen enough of Cummings yet because of his 2 injuries, but I like Landers when he gets in the box. Outside it, I think there's a little bit of work to have been done. Avid says someone isn't a Hammers Chat fan. Who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. Ionix. I haven't said anyone's crap. Who are you referring to that I said they were crap? The only team I've called crap, to my knowledge, I've only called 2 teams crap this season. West Ham and Spurs. They're the only ones I've called crap. I don't think I've called anyone else crap. No, I don't think so. Fair play. There's people there with the red flags, so you know what that means. Time to bring out our red flag. There's a couple of people protesting there. That's good. I like that. That's determination, that is. We're starting to just move the ball about. We're starting to knock the ball about a little bit, which is good. I like that. Just need to calm things down a little bit. Cummings battling away up front, wins us a free kick in a decent position. Hopefully we can get up in the box here. Katie, thank you very much for the £2 super chat. I'm watching the game with Will, her son. Ginger J is also her son. Not watching a game with him. Oh, Avid says Jack Mate doesn't know about the flag. Oh, yeah. He will. He's a good Hammers Chat subscriber. I will tell you this. Back in the days when we just started doing YouTube, there's a lot of arrogance in the YouTube world, right? There's a lot of arrogance. And Jack will have a lot more stories than I do. But I have to say that even when we started out, Jack was always there for me to speak to if I wanted to, and he's come on the channel. Spencer Rowan, or Spencer FC, as you may know, he came on the channel. Seb came on the channel. Bazinga came on the channel. Even though we've got nothing compared to them now, 49,000 subscribers, but back then we had probably less than 10,000 subscribers, and they all replied, they all came on the channel, gave up their time and stuff like that. Some good people. Karim's joined #United. For anyone that's a bit geeky, this is a bit geeky. Karim used to be on the board. Well, I say the board. He used to be, I don't know his role at West Ham. It was a very prominent role he had at West Ham. And he left and he was at Rangers for a period. And he's now on the board at #United. And Karim was someone that I've only got good things to say. Look at this. I think Jack's flirting with me. You can tell he's ill. He's flirting. Mark, I do have the dartboard. It's downstairs. It's not up yet, but I've got it. I got the target one. It's here. It's ready to go. I will get it up at some point. Practice some arrows. And then wipe the floor with him. Anyway, we come here. Oyabade, look. Oh, it's not a great ball through to Adieli and Wimbledon. Deal with it pretty comfortably and come away again. We're a bit better, though. I think the last 5-10 minutes, we've started to settle down a little bit. We've started to just string a few passes together. I think the first 10 minutes was maybe a little bit overwhelming for us. I think their energy, their desire of Wimbledon, I think was a bit too much for us, and I think we were just struggling. But the last 5-10 minutes, I feel like we're starting to settle into the game a little bit. Yeah, Kante and Orford just stringing a couple of passes together here. That's what we need to do, just keep the ball a little bit and try and build up our confidence and momentum in the game. Orford going long, looking for the run of Batcham. It's overhit, but it's going to go out for a Wimbledon throw right in the corner, though. It gives us an opportunity to just push up and try box them in. Max saying Conor Gallagher's on the verge of joining Spurs. I thought he was going to Villa. I'm out the, don't know. I'm out the loop here. I genuinely thought earlier Reddy was off to Aston Villa for 25 million. God knows. Ginger, thank you very much. Watching a game with Mum Will and the dog Nelly. Thank you. Very kind of you. Ziggy. I don't know what one I put. I can't remember what I want to put on today. Not my expensive one. It's still sat here from when I showed Gonzo what one my expensive one is. And I've not worn it since because I've not had I only wear it on special occasions, and I've not had a special occasion. Jack, have you still listening? Dom says he loves your podcast. He listens every week on the way to gigs. Keep up the good work. He hasn't said anything to me, but he's just using this channel to communicate with you. Bit rude. Dom, in case you're new to the channel, I'm taking the piss, to be very, very clear with you. Braun saying, invest in Scolia. You'll love it. I played someone on there the other day. He was called Gio, so I gave him the irons and he replied, what? Definitely not you. No, not me. I've not done anything yet. I will invest in it eventually. I'll get the scoring thing and stuff. Need to save up for it all. Ryan, listen, I've treated you to a flag and disco sperm. I don't know what more I can do. And I don't have much left of the aftershave, so it's definitely special occasions now. Major wants to see some disco sperm. Yeah. Anyone that's joining that wasn't here before the game, it's really confused. Disco sperm is what the chat has named the mascot for the under-21s when they score. You're going to need them to score first. Jack Mate's still in the live chat, and there was a question for him from someone else, from Lewis. Jack, Lewis is asking, fuck, marry, kill, me, Gonzo, and Ricky Gervais. There you go. Wimbledon coming forward without a minute, a quick 1-2, but Orford intercepts it. He read that well. He just breaks away from Marcus Brown there. Looks early for Cummins, it's overhit. He's getting a bit... That's Orford's duty. Orford's job is to try and create. I just think he should calm down. Hang on a minute, when's he had that tattoo done? Since when has Orford had a sleeve tattoo? That's new. It's throwing me out. Don't remember him having that. Robbie Knox has had salmon sperm injected into his face last week. True story. I quite believe Robbie would do something like that. I do like Robbie. Jack said he'd marry Ricky Gervais, he'd fuck me, and then he'd kill me after we realised we're just done. But brilliant. I was a goalie for one season because I broke my ankle. Terry said, take Mr. G out for a meal, take it out again, we hit 50,000. No, I'll take it out when we hit 50,000 subscribers and not an evening before. I'm going to treat her for putting up with me. It's for putting up with me doing these videos, really. Lewis saying, "Are we not in the game?" Not really. Not really. We've still, we've still not had a shot. We're just playing about at the minute. Gollenbeck is just sliding it through there. A good ball into Cummings, but there's not much option. So he's had to switch to play to Clayton. Gets it wrong. It's a throw into Wimbledon. We're just struggling. We're not really stringing much passes together tonight. But I do think it's down to the opponent. Wimbledon are making it difficult for us. They're moving the ball quickly. They're moving the ball well. Whereas we are not. I think Adiele is struggling in this position. I don't like him in this position. I prefer him out on the wide left wing back so he can go one-on-one with fullbacks, but not happening tonight. I can't remember who's on the bench. Obviously, Landers would come on for Cummings at some point. Caliste, maybe. I want to see more of Kalua, is that how you pronounce his name? We got him from Paris FC, didn't we? We got him from France in the summer. And I think there's sort of big hope for him. I like Medine. Whenever I see Medine, I like him as well. But again, sort of a right wing back. Lacking in attacking options. Dean saying take her up Shard. That's one for the old school Hammers chat. That's, you're going back a few years there. That was a good night. That was a good laugh. What places for the meal? I'm not sure yet. There's one. I've got my favourite restaurant around here called Ego, but she's not as keen on it. So it's what one do I go to my favourite one because it's me that's hit 50,000 subscribers, right? Or do we go to one that she likes? To be fair, she's not that fussy. But Ego's part of a chain. There's 6 restaurants, and they're all really nice. Apart from one of them, weirdly, one of them's crap. The other 5 are good, and they're all the same chain. I'm trying to think of Paragon, I think it's the chain's called. Anyway, Ego at the Holly Bush. That's where I will probably go because I've never had a bad meal yet, and I like routine. I don't like change. So if something's good, I go back until it's not good, then I don't return. Ryan, thank you very much. Big love to you. Appreciate everything you do. Oh, big love to you, Ryan. Thank you. I appreciate it. Curvin Ord and Darren are both quoting Up the Shard. So there's a few people aware of the Up the Shard joke. Dan saying, hope the under-21s have not been training and picking up bad habits from the first 11. We're just trying to break quickly here to with Clayton down the left-hand side. At Wimbledon, number 6 does well. He's quite good, the Wimbledon keeper. Whenever that ball goes back to the Wimbledon keeper, he's very composed with the ball at his feet, isn't he? Just his passes are quite firm. I like a goalkeeper that can just play it along the deck with a bit of pace. Jamie, thank you. That's very kind. Towards the dinner fund, would you rather have dinner prepared by Jamie Oliver and dinner with Max Kilman or other way around? Nothing from Jamie Oliver. I'd rather go hungry. I would starve to death than anything to do with Jamie Oliver. I'd be on an advert. Keanu, yeah, it did come up. I think it was 64, could be wrong. I think it's 64 packets of the 12 pack of the 500ml bottles. That was the number one thing we bought at Tesco last year. Anyway, Kante's on the ball here. He's behind the midfield. He's just ran into trouble. See, this is where, like, when you watch him at under-21s, you can see why he's not involved enough in the senior team, in my opinion. Well, we're away from home. Oh, Sean, what does a Wigan mean? Bloody hell, I forgot about that poll. It's still going, isn't it? Let me end it. Basically, Wigan won the FA Cup and got relegated years ago. So the question was, Would you be happy if we won the FA Cup but got relegated? Or would you rather we stay up but don't win the FA Cup? And 62% of people from 1,000 votes said they'd be happy. I forgot about that poll. Anyway, in Kang, went down a little easy there. Batram did have a hold of him, but not enough for a penalty. And then he put his hand out and hit the ball with his hand. So we got the free kick in the end. 30 minutes gone. I'm sure it's called Red something. What's the ground called? Is it Red Brick something? What I've got in my head is Red Brick something. Is it? I don't know. Someone can Google it for me. Put in the live chat. What's the stadium called? Red Brick. It can't be Red Brick. Red. It's not coming to me. Cherry Red Stadium. Thank you, Chris. That's it. That's it. Cherry Red Stadium. Wimbledon just stringing the passes together at the minute over on their right-hand side. Our left-hand side, Ardielli battling away, but not strong enough. That's one thing I will say. There's been a significant difference between the two teams tonight. I think Wimbledon are just a bit stronger than some of our players. Cherry Red Records. Thank you, Stephen. Mark, what do you think of the boardroom leak? I might do a video about that tomorrow or Wednesday. I've been keeping it in my back pocket. Stevens, how's Golombek is playing? To be fair, despite Wimbledon looking comfortable, and they nearly made it 2, but despite Wimbledon looking quite comfortable in the game, I don't think our defence has been tested that much. I think our midfield stretched, and I think we're struggling to create anything. Their set pieces are causing all sorts of bother, though. They keep on just arrowing it to the back post, and we're really struggling. It's where they got their goal from, and might get another goal from it this week, because every single one we are not coping with. Briggs has done really well there, Briggs. Having a good season, him. Kante just switches off a little bit. A bit sloppy between those two there. Gives Wimbledon the opportunity, although this number 12's not made the most of it. He's running around in circles here. The cross comes in. Overhead kick, and it's wide. Another goal kick for West Ham. 32 minutes gone. At the Red Cherry, or Cherry Red, was it Red Cherry? Cherry Red Record Stadium. Ginger, have I done charity streams before? Yeah, I did a 24-hour live stream for Isla Caton. However many years ago that was. But what do you mean challenges? Like what? I'm not shaving my head or nothing. I don't think it would grow back. I'll do one again, but I will up the ante because I've done 24 hours. So I think the next one, I've thought about this. I'm going to say it now, actually. I'm going to say it now. So if anyone does it, they're copying me, right? I'm claiming this. It's not really anything. It's nothing original. 36-hour live stream. That's what I'm going to do. A 36-hour live stream. I've thought about it. I want to do it. It's just a lot of logistics, a lot of setting stuff up and getting people involved and stuff. But that's what I'm going to do. A 36-hour live stream. I just need to work. I mean, the best time for viewers to do it is 7 a.m. Saturday till 7 p.m. Sunday, right? That would be the best thing. But it's the entire weekend. Because I don't want to finish at 7 a.m. So if you do start at 7 p.m. Friday, that's 7 a.m. Sunday you finish. That's a bad time. I don't want to finish at that time. So maybe, I don't know, I think 7 a.m. Saturday, 7 p.m. Sunday. I think I might do that. I'm going to do 36 hours. I'm going to try and do 36 hours. Actually, no, not try. I will do 36 hours. I just need to sort out when I'm going to do it and also get the permission slip signed, because obviously it's 36 hours. To be fair, Grace can come in here, right? Maybe a half an hour of it. I'm just babysitting. Dad duty. Don't worry. Won't change the nap here now, right? But she can make an appearance now and again if she wants to come in and say hello. But I'll just get loads of guests. Loads of guests. I've got a few people in my head that I would invite. I think Jack's fucked off now. If he hasn't, he's definitely going to fuck off now. He's thinking, shit, he's going to ask me. I'm off. Kane, who will we get on? Jack, mate. Okay, we'll get him on. Nick saying we can we'll include the watch on. See, that's what I debated doing. Doing it so that there is a match. So in the morning we've got like the build up to the game, and then they've got the watch along, then the review, and then we could have a few people come on and discuss the match and stuff. Blah blah blah. I think if there's a game, content's quite easy then. But that's what I'm going to do. And I think unless something comes up, I think it'll be for the Iron Supporting Food Bank as well. I think would be the charity that the money would go to. No, Simon, I've not yet, but I'm thinking of maybe running it past her during the meal. Between the main course and the dessert, maybe. I think that would be our happy point, where she's at like peak happiness. Maybe just slip it in there. That's what I'm intending on doing. Stephen's asking about tickets for the Arsenal game. Don't worry, Stephen. You'll be more than fine. You'll be more than fine. If you need help getting tickets nearer the time, you can give us a shout. But you'll be able to just get them on the website. You'll easily be able to get them on the website. Anyway, Kante battling away with the former academy player Marcus Brown. He comes out with it, gives it to Oyabade. Back to Kante. West Ham still struggling to get going in the game. Quickly taking with Clayton, but it's a poor throw. Hey, we're just sloppy tonight. We are just a little bit sloppy. For those asking about the score, it's currently 1-0 Wimbledon. That is accurate. The under-20 Opta don't do the under-21s game, so I can't click on it like I normally do. That's why I've stole the graphic from the club and it just says home and away. I wouldn't invite Declan because I just assume he wouldn't be allowed to do it. There is maybe one West Ham player that would come on, but if the club got wind of it, they would shut it down, so it would have to be hush-hush. And I just don't want to put that person in that situation where they're getting a bit of grief from the club, that's all. Because Declan got grief for coming on the bloody show. They didn't just say to him, oh, don't do that again. I think he got a bit of a hard time from the club. Anyway, Batcham flying forward here. Oh, he gets brought down. Surely a free kick. The refs said no free kick. Just let it go. I thought that looked like a free kick. It was a good run by Batcham. Completely cut across the Wimbledon defender. And he's made an awful decision to dive, or he's been fouled and the ref's not giving it. It looked like a free kick to me anyway. Anyway, Wimbledon just putting the pressure on us a little bit. I have to confess, I'm a bit worried about this game in the sense that I think we might concede another one. I think they're more likely to score than we are. Loaded up, in comes the cross. Gollenbeckers gets his toes to it. Oyabade brings it down under no pressure. And he's just taking his time. But there's not much options on for him here. Ajala's free, but it's a difficult pass. He goes long looking for Cummings. A bit too much on it, and there's just no backup for Cummings at all. I've never spoke to Pablo Fornals. As much as I would love to get Fornals on, I've never spoken to him, so I could try, but I don't know, it might be a bit tricky. Yeah, Bill, we had Declan on here. Declan came on the channel. We spoke about it before. I spoke about it in the last under-21s watch along. Declan Rice came on for a match review. Surprised everyone. Even Gonzo. Gonzo started blushing. James, late. What was the final outcome of the roly-poly? Yeah, I've not had roly-poly. What a save! What a save! Oh, it's 2-0. Wimbledon. Well, don't want to say I called it. A lot of complaints from the West Ham players here because Golan Beckis headed it, but it was like a diving header and he got kicked in the head while doing it. So obviously our players are saying, well, that's a free kick, but the referee's not giving it. Brilliant. I mean, listen, it's 2-0, but that save from Herrick was fantastic. Good play by that kid that all the Wimbledon fans were piping up about. Good ball in. Brown headed it down. And Golan Beckers went to head it. Number 9 sort of stuck his foot up, but it wasn't really a high foot. It was just a low header. But it was an outstanding save. I know I keep saying it, but my word. I mean, there's nothing anyone could have done about the strike that ended up in the back of the net from Maycock, but start foul for me. As long as Golan Beckers is okay, that's the main thing, but it wasn't a free kick for me. I think Golan Beckers puts his head down, plus I think the Wimbledon player gets the ball. We've got something lined up with him, but it requires a lot of money, and we don't have it. We were going to do something with him where basically people could just buy signed products. So we were going to do the video as well, but you could buy signed shirts and signed photos, etc. from him, and he was going to sign them hopefully during the video. But that was the part that was being negotiated. It was a case of, no, you'll just sign them and then do a separate video. But the fee was a bit too much. We'd have to sell a lot of stuff to just make the money back. Never mind make money, just get the money back. It was too risky. We can't afford it, unfortunately, so we had to just let it go. But it was a bit frustrating because he's someone I would love to have on the channel. I don't think he gets enough praise or recognition. Goal kick for Wimbledon. Cummins tried to get the corner, didn't get it. Goal kick, approaching half time, and the game's over, really. 2-0 Wimbledon. We're not going to get back into this. We've really struggled. Gary's saying how we're playing, struggling, really, really struggling. What's with the flag? Ziggy, long story short, last time we watched an under-21s game, the Sky Sports app broke, so we all had to switch our VPN to Moldova in order to watch the stream, and it's the Moldovan flag. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Iron, how much does it cost to get these guys on for an interview? It varies. Some of them do it for free. And some of them want a four-figure sum of money. To be fair, I should just stress, that player that I was speaking about, it's not so much for doing the video, it's because obviously we'd be selling his items with his signature on, so he's quite right. He should make a bit of money out of it. Lou's saying that's the thing with these games. Sometimes we play an organised outfit. It seems like men against boys. It does, and that's what it is. That's what it is. And Kang, yeah, that's the one the Wimbledon fans were excited about. We've got a corner here, by the way. Came down that left-hand side. Dean saying we've got Matt Jarvis on. That was our top one. He's been on a couple of times. He's nice enough. Lewis offered to take the corner kick, and it's not a great one. And given a goal kick, thought it was another corner to us, really, but poor corner from Orford. I don't think this ref likes us. Maybe she doesn't like Brady. Is that... I think the iPad's broken at the... I think the iPad's broken. Not my one. The one in the dugout. That iPad that gives them all the statistics and stuff. It's not working. It's not loading up. Jala gives him a little shove. Referee plays on. 90 seconds left of the first half. Lewis Orford plays out to Batcham at right wing back. Back to Orford. Lovely ball into Kante. He's such a good passer sometimes, isn't he, Orford? So composed on the ball. I'm a big fan. Here he is. Back to Briggs. Out to Batcham. Jala doing well. Gets pulled. The referee gives us a free kick. Possibly our first free kick of the half. I feel like we've been given absolutely nothing tonight. We're not losing because of the ref, though. We're losing because Wimbledon are playing well. Really well. Orford takes a free kick, pops out to Briggs. He's going to send it in. Blocked. Throw into West Ham. Just need to be better with... When we get into the final third, which hasn't been loads, but when we do, we're just not good enough. Anyway, Gollenbeck is coming to take the throw. He's got a long throw on him. Ideally, you'd want him in the box, but he's in the box anyway. Long throw from Gollenbeck. Headed out. Batcham heads it down to Gollenbeck. Briggs. Back to Batcham. Kante's gone short. Batcham doesn't use him. And it's another throw into West Ham. Joe's saying, I don't think we'll be seeing a disco sperm. No, I don't think we will. Half time anyway. At the Cherry Red Records Stadium. Let me just move this. Move this out of the way. What are y'all saying in the live chat? It can be about anything. It can be about the game if you want. But it can be about anything. It's a laid back stream. It's a little chat. Nearly 500 of you. 500 of you watching. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Quite uncompetitive, the game. DC saying not very good. We've got nothing in the final third. Martin saying not great. Yeah, we're struggling, aren't we? We are struggling. I don't like Adi Ali's position. I prefer him at wing back, and he's a very attacking wing back. Maybe it wouldn't work, but I think he's completely out of the game so far. And also, Ajala's moved over. I prefer him on the left. I like them two linking up on the left-hand side. So you move Ajala over, you move Adi Ali forward. I think it's taking them both out the game, which is frustrating. I'd maybe get Landers on for Cummings at half-time or play them both up front. Just, the statistics don't look too pleasant either. Brian, thank you very much for the $5 saying, just booked a flight coming over for my first game, first time in your country against Man United. So I love that, Brian. I absolutely love that. You'll easily get tickets, but again, as I said to the previous person who's looking for tickets for the Arsenal game, if you get stuck, please reach out to me. We'll make sure you get to the game. But love that, absolutely love it. Eugene says, well, I don't know why I called you Eugene. Didn't say Eugene. Huge. Said the ref is trying to make it as close to a Premier League level match by still giving all the 50-50 decisions to the other side. I'm glad it's not just me that thinks it's been a little bit harsh. Nick's making a half-time fish finger sandwich. What an absolute fantastic meal. Maybe that's what I'll take Mrs. Gio for when we hit 50,000 subscribers. Fish finger sandwich. Stop it. Stop it now. No, stop it. I know some of you are thinking, what's he on about? And the other half of you are thinking, heh. You lot that are laughing, get your mind out the gutter. Stop it, right? And for those that are confused, stay confused. Innocent minds. Simmons saying, looking like how the senior squad are going to be without Paqueta. Zero creativity. DC saying, when you send all the good players on loan a day before the game, what are we expecting? I don't know. George saying, missing Earthy, Marshall and Fearing. Not surprising with them not playing. Taylor saying, not watching under 21s, but fair play to them. West Ham selling Paqueta. Is that money going straight on a replacement or not? Hopefully. We need it too, don't we? You can't. The thing is, the minute you start, Ralph's mind was in the gutter. Sketch's mind was in the gutter. Billow's mind was in the gutter. Alex is confused about the Moldovan flag. DC saying where he's feeling. We can only imagine he's injured, DC, because we've not heard anything from the club or anything like that. It says on the stats, Wimbledon have committed 9 fouls and we've won 8 fouls. Unless was there an offside? Do you reckon that's what the missing one is? What a strange statistic. Just put one of them up. Anyway. Wirtz prefers a fish finger sandwich rather than a sausage one. Oh dear. Oh dear. And DC saying because we're the Moldovan comrades of the watch along. West Isle saying keep Nuno, get Avram Grant. Avram Grant, do you know, right? I've told this story before, and I'm not kidding. I proved it because I played the voice note, right? Avram Grant agreed to come on and do a video, which I didn't expect him to do, to be honest with you. When I sent him a message to ask him if he'd come on, I just thought he'd ignore me. I got his number. Someone gave me a number and I texted it, and they gave me the number from Avram Grant. And the person that texted me, it was Avram Grant's daughter. So I messaged Avram Grant, and he replied with a thumbs up emoji, right? So I was like, okay, like, let me know when you're free, blah, blah, blah. And he just sent me a voice note. And then nothing got arranged. Like I sent him a couple of messages after that, and he just didn't reply. So he obviously changed his mind. But yeah, he was willing to come on the channel, and I was actually looking forward to it because if there's any manager that might slag this lot off, it's probably him. Because Moyes won't. Moyes is too nice about them. I don't know if I've still got it. I do. Are we ready? I can't remember what it said. Are we ready?
Hi, sorry about this. I'm in LA. If you need it, we can do it next week. Bye-bye.
What an end. That's brilliant.
Bye-bye.
I don't know why it's funny. Does anyone else find it funny?
Bye-bye.
It's not even funny, is it? But I don't know why I find it funny. It's not even funny. Last time.
Bye-bye.
Then when I messaged him the following week, he said, let's do it next week. Regards from Qatar. So I've sent him 2 messages since, and he's not replied. That was 4 years ago, and I've not sent him another one. Send him a voice note back about the 36-hour. I might do, just invite him on. Bye-bye. Phil said, end all videos with bye-bye, please. I'm going to do something. I'm going to try and get that. I'm going to get that voice note onto my computer I'm going to edit it. And maybe in the end slate, maybe next time we put up an end slate, I'm just not going to say anything. And for anyone that's watching here will know. And then when the end slate comes up, you might just hear bye-bye. And then the music will play. I'll do something with it. But it was funny. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Do you reckon that's what they said when they said, mate, you're sacked and you're no allowed on the bus? Do you think he just said bye-bye? Brilliant. Anyway, there you go. That's Avram Gant's voice note. Typical time, Hammer Time, sorry, saying this is typical of the board at West Ham. It's so good under 21s out for minutes. Then wonder why they're getting pumped. This is all on Carlton Cole. He's the one that does this. For anyone that's unsure, Carlton Cole's the lone manager at West Ham, hence Hammer Time referring to him. Fortune's Down Under saying that's more enthusiastic response than when he was in charge. And at least he said bye-bye this time. He didn't get to say goodbye to us. Yeah. I mean, he was really nice. He was really, polite. When he messaged us stuff, he was really polite. Most people are, to be fair. Most people are polite. It's just speaking to them that's the issue. Because when we tried to get Harry on the first time, we got quoted, not from Harry, I should stress. We got quoted like a 4-figure sum of money for an hour of Harry Redknapp. And then someone passed me his mobile number and I texted him and he came on. And all I had to do was put a donation to a guide dog charity, which we did. But Harry didn't take a penny, didn't want a penny, he wanted the money to go to charity. But my point is, we got an hour of Harry for nothing, whereas the other person was charging us a 4-figure sum of money for an hour of Harry. It makes you wonder, how much money was Harry going to get if we paid the 4-figure sum? Don't know. Fortune's my dream guest. I don't really have one anymore. I don't know. I think your dream guest is someone you would unexpect. Like, there's been 1 or 2 players I've been excited to do a video with, and I've done it, and I've been a bit underwhelmed by them. But then there's a couple of others that I perhaps wasn't expecting loads from, and I've really enjoyed speaking to them. My biggest surprise, I kid you not, my biggest surprise was Carl Fletcher. That was by far the biggest surprise. Hayden Mullins was really, really nice as well, but Carl Fletcher was proper. He came on, and then before we recorded, he was speaking loads. Then we'd done the video, done the interview part, and then we stopped recording, and he was still speaking loads. And then, he was proper speaking to me about West Ham under 23s as it was at the time and stuff. And then he gave me his mobile number. He's like, if you ever need anything, here's my mobile number. And I was like, I don't know. In my head, I was like, I don't know why I'd ever need Carl Fletcher's mobile number. But at the time, he was a lone manager at Bournemouth, and they were. That couldn't be that long ago. I was going to say they were in the Championship. That wouldn't be right. He was asking about the under 21s and if they'd be good enough for under 23 players I thought would be good enough for the Championship, because we had Elise at the time. I remember saying Elise. I'm sure he was lone manager at Bournemouth, but anyway. Carl Fletcher was so nice. So nice. Right then, let's get your comments into the live chat. Can be about anything about West Ham. Ginger saying Gio versus Gonzo on FIFA. Oh, we did it during COVID. I used to whoop his ass. Finn saying get Freddie Sears on next week. I'm not even taking the piss. Next week. Montel saying, get Will Still on from some propaganda. Again, really nice person. Replies, hard to nail down. He keeps saying he'll do it. And then when I say, oh, this week is no. Next week, no. So he keeps saying he'll do it, but doesn't commit to when. However, he's a nice person. Hammer Time saying that's what I'm saying. So let's send all our under 21s out to lower leagues, spend money on rubbish. And just a few days later, after sacking Nuno, once West Ham get pumped by Spurs. Lewis saying didn't care for Neil Ruddock as a player, but he is an absolute riot in an interview. I like him as guests. Benita Headphones saying Freddie Sears doing well for Malden. There you go. Andy Carroll. I've tried to get Andy on, but couldn't. He's someone I'd like to get on, but I know too much about it. Carroll. Basically, I got told when he was at Newcastle, and there was all these stories about how, like, he got caught with women and booze, and let's just leave it at that. And it was almost like he was made out to be the party animal, and like he was like the problem, and he was the ringleader, and he was the one that had a reputation for being a Jack the Lad at Newcastle. But from what I've been told is that there was a couple of his more established Premier League players at Newcastle United who had wives, and basically Andy Carroll had to take the fall because like you're the young lad with nothing to lose, and then a couple of senior players who were involved have got families, so therefore you need to take the hammering in the press to some extent. That's what I got told anyway. Not to say that he's completely innocent, but I think he got stitched up a little bit. Charles saying Carrick is going to be interim manager at Man U. I hope he does well. I hope he does well. Bronson saying, I asked Neil Ruddock for his book once. He offered me socks. I told him to F off. I was about 10, got lots of laughs from everyone on the bench. Did he give you the boots in the end, or did you literally just get nothing? Fella saying, watching West Ham in Championship will be a real pain in the ass next season from Hungary. I must admit, I'm unsure how I'm going to watch it, but one of my better friends is a Stoke City fan, so I'll just ask him how he watches the Stoke City games. Big Slap saying, get Dean Ashton on. We've had him on. We've had Dean on. If you just search Hammerstrap Dean Ashton, I'd imagine you'll find it. It's a timeless interview. It was about his time at the club, so it's not out of date or anything. You can easily go back and watch it. How many hours a day do I commit to all the channels? It varies. The quietest day, 2-3 hours maybe. But the busiest day, well, today I started to work at just before 8 in the morning, and it's now 8 p.m. at night. And I haven't worked continuously for 12 hours, but by the time it's finished, it'll be after 9 p.m., 9:30, probably closer to 9:30. So 13 and a half hours today, minus a couple of hours for lunch and tea. So it varies. That's my quietest day. The issue is not having days off. That's the biggest issue, and not having holidays. That's the one thing I do miss doing this as my job. I can't take time off, and I can't have holidays because obviously then I don't make money. So whenever we do go somewhere, if she's like, "Oh, can we go somewhere?" I'm like, "Okay, but." Anyway, sub for Wimbledon at halftime. Lewis coming on. Second half going to get underway at the Cherry Red Record Stadium in just a couple of minutes. West Ham 2-0 down at half-time, and we've struggled. It looks like we've made at least one change ourselves, actually. Because I can see Josh Landers running about up front. And I'm just looking at it here, and it looks like... Have we gone to a back four? It's difficult to tell, really, because Batram's still there, but... Adi Ali and Ajala are still playing behind Landers. Kante and Orford are still on the pitch. So it looks like just the one change for West Ham at half-time, and that's to get Josh Landers on up front in place of Daniel Cummings. Kante swiping, missing. Oyabadi misses it as well, but Golomekas clears. I don't know why I've left my screen over there. There we go. Tony Gale. Yeah, Tony would come on whenever. Tony Gale, if I was to text him and ask him to come on, he'll happily come on. I appreciate you thinking all you do is sit there and say they're nice people, but he generally is a nice person. He insisted his wife insisted I had food when we went down to get all those books signed. Gets it cut back. Oh, it's 3-0. I mean, the game. To be honest, the game was over anyway, and it's Marcus Brown that scored, our former academy player. Great finish. Good goal. 3-0 Wimbledon. It was just a bit of a clearance hitting the right direction, but Clayton got beat in the air. A cross came in, the striker held up, laid it back to Marcus Brown. Decent goal by Wimbledon. Herrick feels like his positioning was perhaps a little bit weird there. It wasn't, top corner or anything like that, but smart enough finish. "3-0 Wimbledon." Tough lesson for the young lads tonight. Kyle McCauley, I'd imagine there's no chance of him going to Man U. I don't have a contact for him either. I have got a big interview lined up. But I need to sort it, to be honest with you. It's my fault because I've got his number, but I haven't texted him yet. Maybe I'll do it right now. Will I do it right now? I'm not going to tell you who it is because someone might nick it. Someone might copy who I'm trying to interview because it's a big one. Right. Copy mobile number. Contacts. New contact. Paste. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. Sorry, everyone. It's technically your fault. You've all sort of inspired me a little bit here, without knowing you've inspired me. There we go. Done. Saved. Right. WhatsApp. Because it's a foreign number. Clue. Ages ago about coming on to the channel to do an interview about your time at West Ham. Would you have time this week or next? Let's go for it. This week or next? No, we'll go next week because I need to prepare. Would you have time next week at all? Thank you. Hope you are well. Geo. It's been delivered. 2 ticks. There we go. I'll promise you something. If when we do an under-21s watch along in like 2-3 weeks, right? In February at least. If I'm not set anything up and there's nothing happening, I'll tell you who it was and I'll show you the message as well. Remember, 12th of January, I'll show you the text message, right? I'll show you. But obviously, if it's getting set up, hopefully the video's on YouTube by that point, but we'll wait and see. Charlie, you and Woody, you two in particular, has you're determined to know about Lingard, aren't you? I will not say about Lingard until there is no chance of him coming back to West Ham. Anyway, the game's just paused at the minute. Briggs just got a slap in the mouth, an accidental slap in the mouth, and he wants treatment, so maybe there's a bit of blood, so we'll just pause the game. But Lingard, I will not say what I believe, because if I do, it could genuinely have big consequences, in the sense that if there is a possibility of Lingard coming back to West Ham today, if I was to put it out there, it might remove that possibility. But because it's one of them, they need to sort it between themselves. Lingard and the club need to sort it between themselves. And it can be fixed. It absolutely can be fixed. It's up to the club to fix it. Now, what I was told before, I think it was New Year's Eve or the 30th. It was the end of December. I can't remember. I put on Patreon that Lingard was keen to come back or open to coming back to West Ham. But bearing in mind it's the 12th now. I've not had any updates since. I'm not spoken. Since that one phone call. Anyway, Wimbledon cruising 3-0 up. Everyone's saying I don't want Lingard back anyway, so might as well. This is where believe it or not, I do have a line, right? I think sometimes I feel people that create content go too far, and they put being a content creator over being a West Ham fan. That's my opinion, and I've got things that I want to do as a content creator because I think it's too far. It's a bit like making videos. I didn't and wouldn't do a video about David Gold passing away, about Antonio crashing his car, Kurzuma hitting the cat, because I don't want to make money or even just grow the channel. Even if you turn money off, you're still growing the channel. You're still getting views off the back of something that it doesn't sit comfortable with me. People benefiting from someone passing away, animal abuse, or someone wrapping a car around a tree and almost dying. I find it uncomfortable, but I appreciate we've all got different lines. I still like a bit of Billy Ocean, Brian. He gets played now and again. Just now and again, though. Ben saying, how's Colin Becker's been playing? He's been fine. He's been okay. He's not been great, not been bad. He's been all right. Lewis saying, is there an actual reason why Lingard didn't join West Ham? And yeah. 100%. In my opinion, it depends if you believe me or not. Do you believe me, Lewis? Do you believe me? My opinion is there's 100% a different reason as to why he didn't come back to West Ham. And I know people say it's money, but here's the thing. Nottingham Forest offered him a 1-year deal. We offered him a 3-year contract. The contract on the table financially was worth more at West Ham than it was at Nottingham Forest, albeit it was over 3 years compared to 1. But financially, we were offering him more money. Forest were offering more for 1 year than what we were offering per year, yes. But I don't think it was purely down to money. Listen, was money part of it? Probably, right? I'm not that naive and stupid. But if he joined West Ham, he'd still be here today. He'd still have that contract. That's a different time, Ironix. That's a different. We're talking about when he was a free agent. He could have come to West Ham if he wanted to. The time, man, you didn't let him come back was the summer and then the January transfer window. Anyway, Colin Beckers has just received a yellow card. Right, Lewis, this is the last question I'm answering from you or Charlie, right? Because I can see what you're playing the yes/no game with me here. I see what you're doing. And it was about something else, not money, yes. I'll give you an example. He said, "Show me the love," right? That's what he said, and it was a very generic thing. I think it was a stupid thing to say because I think everyone said, "Yeah, it means more money." Put it this way: when we negotiated with Lingard, we made him get his own ticket and get on the train. When Nottingham Forest negotiated with Lingard, they put him on a private helicopter from Manchester and flew him to where the Greek was. Now, one of them makes you feel good. The other one probably doesn't make you feel that good and wanted. That's not the reason he went to Nottingham Forest, by the way. That's why I'm happy to give that as an example. But the whole show me the love, I think it was more than just one thing. But that's just an example. Forrest put him on a private helicopter, so obviously he's thinking, hello, they really want me here. We told him, get a ticket and get on the train. And Orford bursting away. I've been saying, I don't think you know, I see what you're doing. All I'll say, right, back in that January transfer window and the summer transfer window, but the January transfer window in particular, I remember it. It's because everything I said that was happening with Lingard came true. And I remember on deadline day, the Athletic were saying, oh, there's a chance that he's going to join West Ham. And I made the phone call and he said, there's no chance I'm going to West Ham. There's none. Because Man U just will not let me go to West Ham. And also Newcastle were in for him. And he was like, I'm not even sure Man U will let him go to Newcastle. He said, but there's no chance of Lingard going to West Ham. Zero. So the Athletic were reporting something different. I remember doing the video saying Lingard ain't coming, and everyone in the comments was like, you're wrong, the Athletic are saying there's a possibility. And I was like, I'm sticking to my guns because I believe what I've been told. And he didn't go anywhere. So Aaron, wind up denied, I've got proof. For what it's worth, Lewis, I have said this as well, privately, that he made a mistake and that I think if he was to say why he didn't come back, fans would perhaps be a bit more understanding. And I've offered him the channel. So you're more than welcome to come do an interview. And you can say what you want to say, you don't have to say it, but we'll see. He's 32, I think, now, Liam. I think he's 32. But he's adamant that he's in better shape than ever because when he was in Korea, he said the way they train, their culture, the way they eat, their diet, he said it was just like he's now fitter than he's ever been. But also the thing with Lingard is I don't think he's played loads of football for his age. I don't think he's played loads of football because he was never played week in, week out at Man United. You know, you get some players that by the time they hit 30, they've played more games than a 36-year-old. I think Lingard's the opposite. I don't think he's played loads. Would I take him back? I would, yeah. Only on a 6-month deal. I wouldn't take him back beyond the summer. But the thing is, if we go down, when we go down, whatever you want to call it, surely he can still do it in the Championship, right? The answer's got to be yes, hasn't it? So I think I'd be looking at a 6-month contract for him. At the end of the day, we've got no attacking midfielder or winger on the bench currently. None. Because we don't have any at the club. Who would you rather have on the bench, Lingard or Irving? With the greatest respect to Irving, we've got too many central midfielders. So I'd have Lingard on the bench. Dom, yeah, I do understand. I do understand from Lingard's side of things, but I'm biased. I am biased. That's why I've not done a video about Lingard coming back to us in January, because I'm biased and I'm aware I am. And no, I don't know. I don't know Lingard personally. I have a very good, very, 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 very good contact when it comes to Jesse Lingard. Same with Ben Johnson. Had a very, very, very good contact when it came to Ben Johnson as well. Ben saying, a debate between him and his friends. Who are the three best strikers we've had since moving to the London Stadium? I'm dead set it's Callum Wilson. But my mate's not having it. Well, Arnautovic, Antonio. The thing is, in terms of like at West Ham or just in general, if it's just in general, then you're probably going to go Chicharito, Haller, and probably Arnautovic, but he wasn't really a striker at Stoke. He wasn't a striker. But at West Ham, Antonio, Arnautovic. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, no, it's not. It's ruled out offside. Eric saved it and sort of hit their striker and went in for 4, but it was offside this time. But, yeah, so Arnautovic, Antonio. Surely he can't have Wilson. Surely Wilson can't be third. Nah, I think even though he wasn't here for very long or did very much, you know, some players like Hernandez, Skamaka, Haller, they were still... Would you put Wilson above them? I don't think I would. Bloody hell, 10 years we've been at the London Stadium now, and I can't even think of a third good striker that we've had. I'm waiting to check. Check some statistics. I need to check statistics here before I say this person's name. I'm trying to remember. But I just need to double check something before I say this name's out loud. And career statistics, 2016. No, it's not that then. Now, this player, let's have a look. 2015-16, where are you? Career statistics. 2016-17. Yeah, Andy Carroll. Just having a look. Carroll at West Ham. 7 goals in 18, 3 goals in 16. I mean, it faded, but listen, he's got 10 goals in 2 seasons there. It's already better than Wilson. So I'm going to say Antonio, followed by Arnautovic, followed by Andy Carroll. That's my top 3. I was having a look at Diafra-Sakho, because obviously he was good at Upton Park, but I was thinking, I can't recall if he was good at I don't remember him being good at the London Stadium, but he was there, but he barely did anything. So yeah, that's my 3. That's my 3. Antonio, Arnautovic, Andy Carroll. Oh, signed at the London Stadium. Well, you can't have Carroll either then. Well, Arnautovic. To be fair, we've signed good strikers. Skamaka and Haller were good strikers. They're just not good strikers for West Ham. Chicharito, good striker, just not good striker for West Ham. Callum Wilson, good striker, 10 years too late. Danny only saw Carroll towards the end of his time at West Ham, but he's dreadful. He was, but Andrew Carroll in that final season at Upton Park was insane. Well, the season before as well, when he was on loan, he was... I loved him. I loved Carroll. Anyway, we're just breaking here at the minute. Yay! We've got a goal! Ajala cutting from the right-hand side on his left foot, right into the far bottom corner. Really, really good finish. Really good finish from him. Great goal. Individual strike. Can we? We've seen it done. Half an hour to go. Hang on a minute. I forgot. It's time for Disco Sperm. Are we ready? Disco Sperm is go. Disco Sperm. The under 21s mascot. Whenever West Ham score, Disco Sperm dances. I don't know how long I'm doing this for. It feels like I've gone too long already. There we go. We've got a corner. Lewis Orford plays it in. Headed out. Hopefully we can make a comeback. We've got a chance. Ooh, tip round the post. The boys have got a bit of belief here. We've got a goal back. Hopefully we can get another couple more and Disco Sperm can come back out again. For people that weren't here pre-match. Imagine tuning in, right? Imagine this is your first. I mean, Matt's saying the same thing, right? Anyone joining in might require an explanation. Imagine tuning in for the first time. You've gone on YouTube, right? And it says Wimbledon West Ham watch along. You think, all right, click. And I'm sat here with a Moldovan flag and this octopusy thing with disco lights as ears pumping away. You must be confused. They will be confused, but I'm okay with that. They'll get used to it. Anyway, the game's back on here. We just nearly made it 3-2 as well. Hopefully we can turn it into a bit of a match. And it comes for Wimbledon, by the way. Golan Beckers is headed away. Orford, offside. Mosh are saying that's Sullivan's new nickname, Disco Sperm. No, you can't give it to Sullivan because you'll ruin it. Caliste is coming on for West Ham. Clayton's the one going off. Bit of an attacking sub. We might put Adiele into left wing back. Yeah, don't. We can't call Sullivan Disco Sperm. We can't ruin Disco Sperm for us. The game is on Sky Sports, Stuart. It's on Sky Sports. $20 minutes to go at the Cherry Red Records Stadium. Herrick with a long free kick. That's a blatant shove. What is this ref doing? Listen, love. You want equality? I'm going to give you equality in a minute. The 4-letter C word's going to come out unless you start peeping up and playing fairly here because she's having an absolute mare. She's giving us absolutely nothing. I thought that was a blatant push there. I know Ajala ain't the biggest person in the world, but he didn't have to just get shoved. Stu joined late. What do we think of Cummings? He's been subbed off. He wasn't very good, but he didn't get the ball. We were just belting the ball at him in the first half. Honestly, we didn't get a pitch. Landers is on now, though. Caliste is on the ball currently. Oh, poor ball. We've got to be better at that. We've got to be better. Wimbledon trying to break. The game is going to get much more stretched now. 20 minutes to try and do the mother of all comebacks. If we somehow win this tie, I'm purchasing the other two sperm discos. Disco Sperm comes in 3 colours. Pun intended. I got the orange one. There's a blue one and a pink one, I think. If we somehow win this game, I will purchase the other 2 and we will have 3 Disco Sperm for the next fixture. That's a lazy ball there looking for Landers. Intercepted. Jack has a question for the chat. I will read out the question for anyone just listening. As Wimbledon seek a 4th, it's been cleared. A few tired legs out on the pitch now. The person I text is text back saying, "Hi Gio, let's have a chat tomorrow." I think there's maybe more. Hope you're doing good. Best, such and such. Interview is on! Hopefully next week. Come on! Wait, hang on. Let's have a chat tomorrow. I hope you don't mean the interview's tomorrow. I am not prepared if it is. I need to do some research. I'll get Jackmate to do it for me. Jackmate says, would you take a new ownership who revert our badge back to the old one and move us to a different, genuinely world-class stadium, but we restart from League 2? Yes, I would. I know it sounds crazy. I know people think I'm mental, and that's okay. I am. I'm quite clearly not all there, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted that, and you need to accept it as well. But I would take it because it would give me hope, maybe a bit of enjoyment. I feel like I'd have West Ham back a little bit, and we could grow from there. The Premier League ain't the be-all and end-all, but having a club that I fell in love with back would be the be-all and end-all. And also, it would be a sacrifice of our generations for future generations. Put it this way, Jack. We are playing the perfect team right now. We're playing Wimbledon, a team that had to start again from nothing because their actual team got stolen from them. And they've done it. And they've done it with less than what you're suggesting. So it would be a yes for me. And I appreciate I would be jobless and I'd have to go get a traditional job. But I'm okay with that. Hopefully someone somewhere requires someone. I could take Disco Sperm with me from my desk. Anyway, the replies to Jackmate. Intox says yes. Chris says yes. Katie says yes, please. That's a very polite way. Lewis is, what the fuck was that? I don't know what Lewis is talking about. Ralph is saying yes. Paul saying feels tough to say yes, but yes. Drew saying I would say yes to if the owners cared for the club. Dom saying anything to get out the soulless bull. Oh, look at Dom replying to his favourite channel. Ooh, I'm Dom. I love the Happy Hour podcast. Drew said, I would say yes, 2 if the owners cared for the club. I think I've read that one out. If not, 2 people think the exact same thing. Iron saying, Jack, I would, but how quick could we crawl out from the wreckage? Oh, nearly 2. Orford with a daisy cutter, but well saved. Well saved. ECP saying, yep, I would as well. Hammer99 saying, no brainer, rise up through the leaves and build a winning mentality, develop some youngsters whilst we are at it. MJ saying, I would take that look at Bournemouth. Golombek is with a long throw, 15 minutes to go. It's headed away and it's cleared away as well. Ryan saying, if I had a traditional job, what job would you pick? I don't know what I'd do. I've only been doing this for 5 years, but it feels like the world's changed completely. Cheap free kick given away there by Kante. But here's the thing. We're getting punished for the push. Didn't punish Geezer earlier for the push, did he? She? No. Stu's saying no. He wouldn't take Jack's hypothetical situation. Ian saying, I would take that too. Deal 2, if other teams have had a chance to rebuild, we'd stand a better chance than the one under Brady and Sullivan. Andrew saying, thought about it, and yes. The thing is, right, Simon saying if they change the colours, it's gone too far. I assume not, because we've got the old badge back, so I'd assume it's more going back to where we were from a branding perspective. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, currently, if we got new owners now, it would be great. But the stadium's still going to be a problem, right? The stadium's still going to need blowing up. So new owners is all great today, but a lot of the issues under the current board are still going to exist. We might just be better run, but we'll still have the same problems. I think the hope for a lot of people, understandably, is that we get rich new owners and they buy the stadium and bulldoze it, but I don't think they will. They might buy the stadium, but I don't think they'll knock it down or anything. So a lot of the problems will still exist, but what Jack's suggesting, it removes, in my opinion, what is the two biggest issues at West Ham United, which is the ownership and the stadium. Iron saying I've got tartan jail. I know, I need to do more of that. I need to need to get my finger out, really. The previews do well. The previews are getting like 5,000 views, so that's good, all things considered. When you think of it as a percentage, I don't even have 7,000 subscribers and I'm getting 5,000 views on the videos. That's positive. I just need to do more videos. It's freeing up time to do it. But I will. Mark saying much better from the second half from the boys. I agree, we have played better. I know I'm not doing loads of commentary. I'm just assuming you're all watching it. It's not quite the same as the senior team. But we are popping the ball about quicker. We are a little bit more composed on it. Ajala just losing the ball there. Adiali chasing back. Giving a nudge. Free kick given against him, of course. Sam saying what you're watching it on Sky. If you're on the TV, it's on Sky Sports Plus. If you're on like an iPad or a phone, download the Sky Sports football app, not Sky Go, and it's on there. Ian saying if we did Hammers Chat and we were non-league, he'd still watch. To be fair, I believe everyone in this live chat, I believe you'd all stick with us because you're literally listening to me talk about an under-21s game. You'll definitely stick with us. And it comes, and that big number 6 gets his head to it, but can't divert it. Goalwards. I didn't have, we had a dip in views on the channel with the West Ham's current situation. It swings and roundabouts. With the last week, we've had really good views, but March, I'm going back a bit here. In March, it was terrible because everyone was fed up already of Graham Potter. We only had 2 games in March. Oh, it was tough. It was tough. That's why we got scared, because we were like, if March was an insight into what life would be like in the Championship, then we are in trouble. But like this month we're in Championship and we'll be fine. It's difficult. It's impossible to see. Johnny, no, the under-21s are the away team, unfortunately. Wimbledon are the home team, and they're currently 3-1 up. In West Ham's flurry, if you like, of enthusiasm and half chances dwindling a little bit. I think Wimbledon have just seen that game out. Just stop that little bit of momentum we had. Nick saying Sunderland put the under-21s on YouTube. Do West Ham do the same? We do, but not the EFL Trophy. Even Sunderland wouldn't be able to put it on YouTube because Sky Sports have bought the rights. Wimbledon just breaking here. Oyabadi gets back, recovers well. Wimbledon geezer wants to strike a free kick. We ain't getting that. There's going down easy. Then there's going down like your Bonnie Blue. Bloody hell. Great ball, that. Oh, Caliste just couldn't quite get there. 10 minutes to go. Throw in for West Ham high up the pitch on our right-hand side. Tarif hasn't watched the game. Second half, it's been an improvement, but there was a lot to do. There was too much. The damage was done in the first half. Nick saying they will buy anything. I don't know what you're referring to. Sky Sports, maybe the stream, yeah. They've got the EFL Trophy rights. They probably have to. It might be part of the package when they negotiate the package. I can see why it would be part of it. Sky want to be the home of English Football League, don't they? And I think they are, to be fair. So you're going to have the EFL Trophy. You're going to have that. If you want to be the home of EFL football, you're going to have the trophy, the cup competition. So that's why they've got it, and I think they should have it. And I think it's, you know something, I don't mind this being on Sky. I don't mind it. I'm just glad it's broadcast. A few years ago, it was hard to watch these games. It would be on YouTube, but the YouTube streams were crap. They've much improved. It's something the club do quite well. I know they get a lot of criticism, and sometimes the streams freeze and stuff like that. And I think they could do better promoting under 21s. When we played Sporting a few weeks ago, I didn't even know we were playing. It was just by chance I seen it 10 minutes before kickoff that we were kicking off in 10 minutes time. So I quickly threw it together. Lewis saying, anyone remember Masters? Yeah, Masters was brilliant. I used to enjoy that on Sky Sports. Huge saying, if we go down, your audience will not disappear. Not everyone will, definitely not. It's just a little bit of it might, and that can be enough. Cyber saying, what's the score? It's on the screen, Cyber. It's currently Wimbledon 3, West Ham 1. Mark said, even though we're losing, I still enjoy watching these young lads play. The thing is, right, not for everyone, but for most people. And that's something that I include myself in. I think your emotion for the under-21s is different to the senior team. I think if this was the senior team, we were getting beaten in the Cup 3-1, you'd be a bit more frustrated, a bit more upset. But because you don't have that, like the under-21s, it's brilliant if they won, but if they lose, it's not the end of the world. I don't get upset watching them. Look, have we played great tonight? Not really. And I think that a large part of it is because we've come up against a decent-looking Wimbledon team. But there's no frustration, there's no anger. There's just, I still feel good watching them play. Like Mark, emotionally, I think it's completely different watching under 21s compared to the senior team, and that helps. Orford on the ball here, pops it out. Ajala, saved by the keeper. Oh, he couldn't quite get it. Orford, yes! 3-2! Come on! Come on! Come on, we're back in it. 7 minutes to go. Wimbledon 3, West Ham United 2, Lewis Orford with a goal. Come on! This is set up for a good 6-10 minutes here. Come on, 10 minutes to go. The Hammers are straight back in it. Lewis Orford, what I can only describe as a new tattoo. I don't think I've seen him with a tattoo before. Held on the ball, gave it out to Ajala. Shot, keeper saved it with his feet. Caliste couldn't get it, and it fell to Orford. A really composed finish, just side-footed it home. Wimbledon 3, West Ham 2. Hang on a minute! Hang on a minute! Let's confuse some people! There we go. Hopefully Disco Sperm can come out one more time. There's people who have not been here before the game. There's people who weren't here when we made it 3-1. But some people were. I just want to say a massive thank you to Hammer99, very kind of the £2 super chat, and also to Chat Rift as well for the £2 super chat. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. Thank you to everybody for your donations tonight and your support. Absolute pleasure to have you with me. Anyway, we've got just under 5 minutes of normal time to go. Medine's coming on for Batcham at right wing back. Ball goes forward. It's going to be desperate from West Ham. We've got nothing to lose here. We're going out anyway. Drew, it does. it does go straight to penalties if it's a draw. There's no extra time tonight. Should it finish 3-3. West Ham have got just over 5 minutes, including stoppage time, to try and get an equaliser. Kante tries to thread it through to Landers. And this is the thing, we're going to have to force it now. We're going to have to gamble. Hedrick is gambling. He's come out of his box, but he's cleared out for a throw into Wimbledon. They're going to do their best to try and just see the game out here. They're taking their time. You know, Kante's gone out to get the ball for the Wimbledon throw-in, but they're taking a minute. Come on. This will be fantastic. We can get the equal. I mean, I thought the last game was eventful enough with a last-minute penalty. Remember that? They got a last-minute penalty and Hedrick saved it, and then their player kicked it off their other player and it hit the bar. Remember? That was incredible. This would eclipse it. Come on. 3 minutes to go. Big Six Baldy pumps it forward. Wimbledon just trying to keep the ball at the minute. It's going out for another Wimbledon throw. You're taking ages to take these throw-ins. Come on. At least book one of them. Send a message early on. Just book the first one for time wasting and say, right, send a message to your whole team, cut it out, or I'll keep booking you all. Wimbledon have got it in our third at the minute. They're just trying to play keep ball, and they're doing a good job of it. Kante, Orford, Adiele all closing down. Cross comes in, flicked away at the back post. Shot comes in, and Hedrick gathers up and keeps it in. West Ham have possession again. Thank you to Metal in both legs. Thank you very much for the support, and also thank you to Jackmate as well. Metal in both legs said, having it! And Jackmate says, I want more disco sperm lights. Well, if West Ham score, we're going to get more disco sperm lights. Ryan, yeah, the shop's fine. I'll post out your hat this week. Come on. 90 seconds of normal time to go here. Oyabade plays out to Adiele. Only Landers in the box, so come on, get in the box. Kante, get in there. In it comes. No one really to aim for. We might get a corner. Medine will keep it in. Celeste goes out to him. Orford's free on the edge of the box. Gives it to Orford. It's going to have to go in the box here at some point. Orford cutting inside. Onto his weaker foot though, but goes back to... We've got bodies up. It's just getting the ball right. Gollum Beckis. Briggs... We're playing it around at the minute, but we're not really... Wimbledon, to be fair, have done quite good here. They've just kept us at arm's length. Jala on the ball. Orford sprays out to Adiele on the left. Heavy touch, and it gets cleared out for a throw into West Ham. Down our left, halfway in Wimbledon's half. 30 seconds of normal time. Hopefully we get a big number on this fourth official board. Don't tend to be too many... big numbers of stoppage time at this level because there's obviously no VAR, so you might get 3-4 minutes. We're taking our time with our own throw in here. Gollenbeck switches it to... We're going to have to go forward. Briggs plays it out to Medine. Wimbledon are making this difficult for us. I think we're now into stoppage time. Kante, he just tried to thread it through. You can see what he was trying to do. You've got to take the gamble at this stage of the game. You've got to gamble. We've got 5 minutes of stoppage time. 4.5 minutes to go. Landers is hunting it as Wimbledon play it around. Loose ball. Orford picks it up. Kante. Medine's on the move. Kante doesn't use him yet. He does now. We've got to get in the box. Come on. Cross comes in. Deflected behind. Corner kick to West Ham. If only we were good at corners. Now, sometimes I can say something that looks stupid. So, I will happily say we are usually pretty crap at corners. Up to them to go make me look stupid. Adiele's gone out to take this one. We're not quite at Finlay Hedrick in the box yet. We've still got 4 minutes of stoppage time. But if we get another corner, we might have Finlay Henrik in the box time. In it comes from Adiele. Oh, ah! What's the flag up for? Someone... I have to say, Kante just absolutely threw himself at that, and I think he's maybe just killed someone. It came in from Adiele. Kante went in. No! Well, maybe he doesn't really duck that much, to be fair. I always say, I'm not sure that Wimbledon defenders... He ducks a little bit, but he doesn't duck too much. I mean, you can see the footprint. You can see Kante's stud marks in his neck. I think what the West Ham bench are saying, Zavon Hines in particular, is when they scored the second goal, Golan Becker's got a boot in his mouth, and it was a case of, well, you've diving headed, it's fair game. And I think what the board, I'm just guessing, I think what their board is saying, our dugout is saying, hang on, is that, well, he's ducked. He's not even jumped. He's ducked his head down. So why is it different rules for different teams? Anyway, we've got a free kick. I think they've got their own back on Kante there a little bit. Free kick just inside our half. 2.5 minutes to go. We're halfway through stoppage time. Thank you to Marsha for a £2 super chat. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Subscribe to your YouTube channel and all that bollocks. Head it goes long. Orford can't quite get on there. It's headed away. Andy Ellie picks it up. It's going to have to go back in. There's a little bit of a tussle going on here. The ref's booked both players. Now what's she going to do? Why have you stopped the play? Now what you're going to do? Both of them were at it. Andy Ellie and the Wimbledon player Stevens, they were both like grappling with each other. She stopped the game and booked both, even though we had the ball. What is she doing? She's giving them a drop ball. We had the ball. We had the ball. What is this woman doing? Actually, no, that sounds sexist. If it was a bloke, I'd be saying, what's this geezer doing? What's this wanker doing? What is this wanker doing? We just had the ball. The two of them are at it. Adiele and Stevens are at it off the ball. So she stops it and books them both. Even though we had possession of the ball comfortably, she's now giving them a free kick. Oh, get fucked, honestly. She's been biased all evening. Well, there's now less than a minute to go because she's just taken up 2 minutes of the stoppage time. Needlessly, they were both at it. Now look, fucking hell, ref, get a grip of this. I know she's going to book him for it, but... Oh. Well, there's 15 seconds to go now because she's used up all the stoppage time. Pissing around over something that didn't even need... The game didn't even need stopped. Wanker. Anyway, we're pumping it forward. We've gone long. The camera's zoomed in, so I don't know what's happening. Oh, fuck. They've headed it. They're now running in on our goal. Orford's not going to get here. It's 1-on-1. He's trying to chip it. Oh, piss. Offside. No? Ah, it's 4-2. I thought he was offside. I thought he was offside when he took the shot. He looked further ahead. Lino says no. We're not very happy. Understandably. We've got mugged off in the last few minutes there. Proper mugged off. That was a stupid decision to stop the game. Watching this free kick. Herrick went long. Well won. Their player's through on goal. Orford can't touch him or it's a red card. He shoots. I think he's offside. He's definitely offside. Luckily, that guy shoots on the edge of the box. That geezer that taps it in, he's in the box. He's offside. Bullshit. It doesn't make a difference in the end, but someone that's behind, let me know. I think he was offside. Full time. We would have probably lost anyway, but it was certainly, the stoppage time was spoilt by the referee there. Chris is the same as me. He was in front of the ball. I thought he was in front of the ball, like a yard in front of the ball as well. It's insignificant, really, because we would have lost 3-2 probably. But do you know something? Well done to the boys. They worked hard. They gave it their all. They always do. The under-21s, they always do. There we go. Thank you, Ryan. I pushed the wrong button. Everyone else thinks it was offside. It's not just me. There's a Wimbledon fan in the live chat, which, by the way, you're more than welcome. You were a good team today. I have to say, Wimbledon in the first half, I was impressed by. I thought Wimbledon in the first half was good, and I think we really struggled. And I think our boys can more than hold their own at this level, which is a massive compliment to them. But I thought Wimbledon were brilliant in the first 45 minutes. We couldn't get going. We really struggled. But in the second half, I thought we were good. We had a bit about us. We moved the ball about faster. We moved the ball about with composure, with confidence. The players at the minute are in front of their away fans. The away fans are clapping and singing. The players are all giving a round of applause to the fans, and rightly so. Rightly so. They've given everything in this competition. And the second half, we had Wimbledon rattled. They were committing fouls. Then the last 5 minutes, right? Stoppage time, 3-2. We're back in it, right? And it was just spoiled. The stoppage time was just spoiled by the referee. She didn't need to blow up for that altercation between Adiele and Stevens. Booked them both. Just at least let the game play to a finish. Let it go out for a goal kick or whatever. And then hand your yellow cards out. She's completely ruined stoppage time, in my opinion. I thought Orford had a good game today. I thought Ayala was better in the second half. Got his goal, and I thought he came into the game a little bit. I thought Adiele was out of the game until he moved over to the left-hand side, and he was a bit more involved, which was pleasing as well. Frustrating. It's a shame. I feel a bit sorry for the boys tonight. I just think that was just one step too far in the first half. I think Wimbledon were just too good for us. Best of luck to them later on in the game. I think what I'd say to our players is take as a compliment that we're playing an established team, and they're having to, and I've got no issues with this, by the way. I think it's the right thing to do. I want to see us do more of it. But they are, at the end of the game, they're time wasting, they're committing fouls, taking yellow cards, they're taking ages over throw-ins, and they should be doing that. This isn't a dig at Wimbledon. It's a compliment to our players that Wimbledon are doing that. After being 3-0 up, coming up to the 90th minute, that's what they're doing, because they could tell we were in it. They could tell we were up for it. We were a little bit unlucky. You do think that if we had Thievin, he might not have started, he might have been on the bench, but we had Thievin available and we had Earthy and Marshall available. Maybe it's a different game. Same with Mayers. If we had Mayers at left centre-back, Oyabadi I thought had a good game actually, but if Mayers was in the team instead, maybe we would have done a bit better. But I do think Wimbledon was good. Brilliant tournament for our players, though. This is the second time we've reached this stage of the tournament in our history, so well done to them. Game tomorrow night against Dortmund. I won't be doing a watch-along for it, unfortunately, because I've already agreed to do a different video with Connor, the Leeds fan, so I didn't realise we were playing two games. But, I mean, it's unusual, isn't it, playing on Monday and a Tuesday? Feels a bit harsh. But so I won't be around to do the watch along tomorrow night, unfortunately. But I will be back tomorrow with our usual videos. I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys, as always. Thank you for the support in the live chat. Thank you for keeping me company. To have over 400 people watching right now is incredible. When I came up with the idea of doing this, and I said to Mrs. G, I'm going to do these, because I was watching the game downstairs anyway on my iPad, watching under 21s by myself, with it on mute so Mrs. Gio could watch TV. I'd just be sat there like this, and I thought, I wish I had someone to watch the game with. And I thought, well, just go do them yourself. I needed to move house first, so because Grace, in the old house, Grace was in the room sleeping, and But I said to Mrs. J, I said, I think I'll probably get 40 people. I genuinely thought I'd get about 40 people. So to have 400 is incredible. So thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm off skis. Unlucky, boys. Under 21s, unlucky. But a good effort, especially in the second half. They can take a lot of pride out of that second half performance. A lot of pride. Anyway, flags coming down, back to normal tomorrow. And Disco Sperm will go away until the next under 21 stream. Thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate it. Catch you in a bit.